Hello everyone, welcome back to the ERP Academy. In today's video, let us see how we can handle PDC in Odoo 19. So, we will go through the complete sales to payment flow in Odoo 19 but with a focus on the post-dated check handling. So before navigating to the sales module, let me just navigate to the accounting module. So I just open the accounting module. Here in the configuration tab, I will just open the journals. So here we can see we have a bank journal. So if I open this, here in the incoming payments, I have added one more manual payment with named as check, indicating that this is a check payment, and I have created one bank account, that is one PDC receivable account. So if I just open this account, we can see this PDC receivable account is a type of current assets and the reconciliation is checked. So now I will just open this outgoing payments. Here we can see I have created a PDC payable account, indicating this is for the supplier or the vendor. So if I just open this, we can see this is a type of current liabilities. Now let me just start with the flow of the creating the sales order. Now just go into the sales module, click on the new, and I will select the customer. So in this case I will create one more customer, that is, so I just create one more customer, some demo customer. Then after that I will just add the product. In this case I will add this product and I will just add 5 quantities of this product, and I will just click on the confirm. So once this is done, we can see the delivery is created. So I will just go into the delivery and I will just validate this. So after this I will just create the invoice. So I will just create invoice, regular invoice, create draft, and I will just click on the confirm. Here now I will create the payment for this. So I click on the pay button. Here we can see the journal as bank. So you need to keep the journal as bank, and instead of the payment method of manual payment, you need to select the check payment. And here in the memo section we can see the invoice has appeared, and along with this invoice you can just add the check number if it's present. For example, check. So here I'm just adding some random check number. If you want to add any check number, check reference number near the memo, you can add that. So here we can see the amount as the 287.50, and we can see the payment date as today's date. But since this is a post-dated check, so you need to enter the date that is present in the check. So I'm just selecting the date as the 31st March and click on the create payment. Once this is done, we can see the invoice turns to status as in payment, and we can see the paid on and the date that was present in the check that we had entered during the payment, 31/3/2026. Once this is done, now we need to do the reconciliation process. So imagine on 31st of the March you will receive the payment in your bank account, that is the check will clear and the amount will be transferred to your bank account. In that case a statement will be automatically created in Odoo if your bank account is linked to this bank journal. So in this case I'm imagining that bank account is not linked to this bank journal. So in that case you need to manually create the bank statement, or you need to import the bank statement. So I will just click on the transactions. So in this case, since I am just creating only one statement, so I am manually creating the statement. I will just click on the new, and I will just write the some description of uh, this statement. So I'm just writing, for example, PDC payment received from Abdul, and we can add, if we want, we can add the invoice number 2, and here I can select the partner as the Abdul, and here I can set the date as March 31st, and here I will add the amount, that is 287.50. Since this is the customer payment, so I need to add the positive amount. In case if it's supplier or vendor, then in that case you need to add a negative amount. So I'll just click on the add and close. Once this is done, we can see here we have an option for the reconcile. If I just click on this, we can see the bank journal entry of the payment which we had done. So if I just select this and click on select, we can see this is reconcile. And now if I just go into the invoices, we can see the invoice has changed the status to paid. Now once this is done, we can track this in the reports, that is general ledger reports. If I just go in the general ledger, we can see the Abdul, we can see the partner Abdul. If I want, I can here we can see the partner is Abdul. So we can see this is the first entry, this bank entry. If I just open these, we can see the PDC receivable account that is debited by the amount 287.50 and account receivable account which is credited by 287.50. Similarly, if I just go back and open one more entry, this is the one more entry. So if I just open this, we can see here we can see the PDC receivable account is credited by 287.50 and the bank account has been debited by 287.50, meaning the amount from the PDC receivable account is transferred to bank account. That means once when the check is cleared, the amount will be received in the bank account. So this is how we can also track this in the reporting. We can also have the partner ledger report where we can see the payment, and this we can see this. So here I will just click on the partners. We can see Abdul and we can see date of the bank payment, that is 31/3, and this is the invoice. So here also we can get track of for the dues like partners. So if you want to check the whole entry, both the general entry, you can just check in the general ledger. So this is how we can handle the PDC in Odoo 19. So if you found this video helpful, please like, comment and subscribe for more Odoo tutorials. Thank you and see you in the next video.